2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Champions Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man of the future, and I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident, and as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting.
Well struck. Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
This is a par putt.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that's a lovely shape shot. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. And now let's catch up with John McCarthy for an on-course report. What can we expect from Echo Park Golf Club this week, John?
Well, Luke, one thing I can say about this after it's a long one. Distance off the tee, especially important here at Echo Park. Course starts off along the big lake. There are a few holes that hug the edge of this lake, not unlike a Bay Hill, but here you get hit with it right off the start. And when you get away from the water, you get hit with the sand on the 6th. There's a thin corridor of fairway that leads to the green that weaves its way through. I think there's 5-6 bunkers leading up to and surrounding the 6th green. And from there on out, the players are going to be on the watch for the sand because it's sneaky and it's hard to avoid in certain situations. It's going to be an exciting time here, I think, this week at Echo Park.
Glancing at the scoreboard, and they're currently sitting in first place. Lexi Thompson holds second.
Here we are at Echo Park Golf Club, the 4th hole, and it's a big brute of a par 4.
Off the tee, your eyes look down the left-hand side and see 2 massive bunkers and obviously the water. So anything right of that is just fine. If you find the fairway, second shot is downhill just a little bit to a long, narrow green that has got bunkers down the right-hand side. Distance control with that second shot is absolutely imperative if they want to have a good look at birdie.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Well, he's behind, just in second place, looking to leapfrog.
Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. Nice line. Well, what a start. This is impressive.
And that will take him to 1 under.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
I like it. 2 in a row.
Here's a look at Rambo from a moment ago. This was his second. Oh, that's a beauty. How about holding that one? And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
This hole is so important at this critical time. Go for it, lay it back. How much do you trust your swing?
The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in John Rahmridge.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be #1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. Great shot. Second shot here on the 7th. Getting ready to play their third. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? A 7-footer right here. Okay, steady now. Par putt coming up here.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
And there it goes from the sand. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Ooh, right by the hole. Ooh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. We have a par 4 on this one.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway.
Time for the second shot here at the 9th. Going with the hybrid. That's a pretty handy shot.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
That's tidy. Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
Wonderfully played. 4 feet to the cup.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Well, he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. And that will take him to 3 under. He sits in first position. The 11th at Echo Park is a par 4 stretching at 430 from the back tees.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup. This for back-to-back birdies.
Surely it's going to.
And that's their fourth birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Let's see if he can make this and keep the par on the card.
They're nicely holed. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently in 3rd place.
Is Will Zalatoris.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Well, the 13th hole here at Echo Park Golf Club is not as kind. A big hole at 504 from the tips.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down the right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
Setting up here with a very long putt. This is buckets. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. How close was that to going down?
Putting for a par here. Down she goes. Let's head to the next.
And now 4 under for the day.
And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action.
Let's see what happens here at the 14th. Playing from around 150 yards here. And choosing the 8-iron here. This one's going right at the pin here. Oh, that one just missed the hole.
Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
And a quick glimpse of the leaderboard, and they're currently first, with Justin Thomas second. And this is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. That was wonderfully done.
You like that, didn't you? Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt.
Looking for another birdie here.
Looking really good, this one. And with that putt, now it's 6 under with a few to play.
A nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
Still in the lead now after that hole.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Choosing the 9-iron here. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. Just didn't drop.
Putting for a par now.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next.
After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Quality shot, that one.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 190 yards.
Well, what a wonderful shot into the 17th and sets up another putt inside birdie range. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him to 7 under. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? That's heading into the rough, I think.
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Not the best tee shot, but they got lucky with this lie.
Well, it's pretty straightforward. Critical bunker shot here to win the tournament. This is always a good moment. A putt to win the tournament. Oh, so close. No, that's too bad. Not the end of the world. There's another chance here to... Well, there you have it. What a wonderful victory, Rich.
Hat trick of victories now. 3 of them. Gotta say, this player is on fire.
And Rich, that seemed like a leisurely waltz to victory, didn't it?
Didn't break a sweat on the way to victory lane. I gotta say, I love it. It was so easy and smooth. It was a work of art.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Falcon Open is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this featured group because there are rumours of a rivalry brewing between these two players.
And this week, Henny, it looks like they're trying to take down Justin Rose. Not many people have been able to claim that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be all rosy at the end of today. This is definitely a tall order. Justin has one of the most consistent games on the PGA Tour. He's like a golfing metronome of a man. The iron play, I'm going to say if he hits the fairway, when he hits the fairway, his iron play is just phenomenal. He's going to get it inside 20 feet every time, and then you know he's going to hole putt. So, yeah, good luck with that one.
Well, he's the perfect mix, isn't he? He's an English gent with a killer glint in his eye. Good luck in this rivalry.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the players firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Outstanding approach shot. This putt was about 8 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard.
And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
This one's for birdie. Oh, just missed. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. It was on a good line.
Putting for a bogey. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job.
And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole. Okay, that'll work. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
That's frustrating. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. He's currently in a share of top spot. Let's see what happens here on the 4th. Been a good year. 3 wins so far this season. Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going forward in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Setting up miles from the hole. Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt. It's tracking. That was a gallant attempt. Five feet coming up to the cup.
This is what they have left for par.
Okay, steady now. Putting for bogey here. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Ooh. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Here we are at the 5th hole of Foxholm Golf Links. 424 par 4 from the tips.
And only the really long players in the game are going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side. The shorter players are going to have to hit it out to the left-hand side with maybe not quite a driver, but from there, it's really just a flick of a second shot as this hole is just 424 yards. I'm thinking that every player is looking at this as a birdie opportunity.
Rich, when we talk about the English group of golfers over the last 20 years, really Justin Rose has been the star of them, hasn't he? Major champion, world #1, Hall of Famer. He's done it all.
He certainly is that, and I have to say, he's probably one of the most resilient players you'll ever come across. As soon as he got done holing out that shot at the major championship years ago, turned professional, and went out and missed 20-some-odd cuts in a row, and never gave up. Kept after it, which that would have broken. That would have broken most men, not Rose. That's why he's gone out and become a major champion. He is such a force in the game. There's no reason why he cannot play at a high level for many, many years to come. The ball striking is phenomenal. I love his stroke. I love the way that he putts it. I just think that he hits so many good putts that just don't go in. It just kind of gets under his skin. Listen, don't let it, Rosie. You putt it fantastically. Keep after it. I love this man's game. He's such a talent.
That tee shot looks pretty good.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And here we are with the third shot. Currently in the lead by a shot.
Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Such soft hands.
And he needs this to save par. Leading by a shot after that hole.
Deep into the front nine. Here we are at the 7th hole. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Well, that's a nice line.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Oh, that's too bad. You'll have to settle for bogey there. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Time to play one of the one-shotters. Going with the 8-iron here. Can they get a little ground draw here? Not a bad play, that one.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
And this putt to move into the top 10.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Ooh, just missed that one. This putt from around 18 feet.
This for a birdie run.
Ouch, that hurts. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Okay, let's head to the next. Currently 1 under for the day. As we stride to the final hole of the outward half of Foxholm Golf Links, the players will be licking their lips with this par 5, measuring just over 500 yards.
Yeah, this is a gift to end on. However, you got to find the fairway really to give yourself the best opportunity. Players are not going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side, and if you hit it right of those, trees come into play. Bail out to the left, give yourself a long iron second shot into this massive green. Lots of runoff areas all around this green, but what a great opportunity to end this front nine with possibly an eagle 3.
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway.
Second shot here on the 9th hole. Getting ready to play their third.
He's got a 2-stroke buffer.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And they'll tap this in for birdie. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back-to-back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I gotta say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
Sitting at 2 under, currently in the lead. Yeah, that one will play.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
If it's up, it could be in. Well, that'll play.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And now that finds him in first place. Pegging it up on the 11th hole here.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
And wow, what an approach. That was a golf shot. Justin Rose may be feeling a bit of pressure in this rivalry after that performance.
Just didn't drop. An opportunity to make a par here. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
You always like that on long putts when you just have to go ahead and tap it in stress-free. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. The 12th hole at Foxholm Golf Links is a strong par 3 measuring 216 off the back tees.
Luke, this is by far the scariest shot on this golf course. The runoff area to the left is severe. That golf ball will definitely run back into the hazard unless they catch a fantastic break. Players are definitely be bailing out to the right, but make sure you come up short and right because you want no part of that greenside bunker.
This putt coming up is for birdie.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And now over to Justin Rose.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Oh, that is crushed. Sitting at 4 under for the day, currently in top spot.
This one looks to be heading towards the green.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Well done. Take the birdie.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And after that hole, this player is ahead by a whopping 10 strokes.
And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Playing from around 240 yards. Let's hope this one gets a good lie because it's heading towards the rough. Right into the water on that one. Playing their 4th shot. This one might need to get down a little. That got a little out of control, I think.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. A bogey putt awaits. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 28 feet from the cup.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. Teeing off here at the 15th hole. And choosing the 8-iron here. That could play. Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie. 12 feet to the cup coming up.
Surely it's going to.
That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole.
Whew, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. That's a great attempt from long range. So close. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. That's a little untidy. Time for the second shot at the 16th. The lies aren't too bad here in the first cut of rough. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup. This for par.
Super shot, that. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Currently at -5 now for the day.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Not sure if this one will stay on the short grass. And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, well played.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Big par saver coming up for this fella.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Wow, that's classy. Good save from there.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee. Great recovery.
Here's Justin Rose. Didn't that look good for a long time? Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Well, what a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Playing this shot from around 220 yards here. Well, that's beautifully judged.
And this putt for the tournament. Oh, just missed. All right, one down. Let's see if they can take the next opportunity to close it. Well, Rich, I'm in awe. Just how well are they playing?
What a fantastic win this week, Luke. This player was on top of their game all week long. A hard-earned, hard-fought, but well-deserved win.
And Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Listen, it's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win. They just make me look smart. That's about it.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.